Well, howdy. Today we're going to make soup. Cheese, broccoli, soup. First thing we're going to do, you're going to cut these heads of broccoli. This is 2 heads of broccoli florets, is what they're called. Them things are called a floret. I didn't know that. I hope you can hear me. My sound has not been real good lately for some reason. But you need 4 cups, give or take, of these florets. And you're going to need a couple packs of sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, whichever you prefer. Possibly a little more. We'll at least garnish the finished product with this. You're going to need 4 cups of chicken stock. Well, dummy me, as usual, I did not have enough. So, Janet has this stuff here. It's called Better Than Bouillon, and I've used it quite often. So I made 2 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to add that in there. But the recipe calls for chicken stock, which is different from chicken, but not a whole lot. This is made from the meaty bone part of the chicken. You'll need a 1/2 cup flour. You'll need 1 teaspoon of white pepper. Yep, I had white pepper. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We put a little bit of salt in the boiling water in the big stock pan over there, beside a little pan full of this. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this over there in that pot, and we're going to boil it for a couple minutes till it gets soft. Okay, we're going to use some milk, 4 cups of milk, 4 cups of this, 1/2 stick of butter. Now, what else we got? Done told you about salt, done told you 1/2 cup of flour, and a cup of coffee. God bless you, USA. Proud dad of an American airman. I got 2 sergeants in the Air Force. Proud of that fact. All right, so let's go dump this in here. We're just going to cook him a couple minutes, 2 or 3. Then we're going to bring it over to that drainer thing. I got my little one now. I don't have very much. Just got a little one. Kitty cat just got sprinkled with water, didn't you, kitty cat? All right. Done chopped everything up. Don't need this anymore. Okay. So we're going to boil that. Of course, temperature dropped down a little bit. It quit boiling as soon as I put that cold stuff in there. But it'll come up to a boil in a minute or so. That looks pretty good. We're going to move over here. So I'm going to pause. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Pausing. Now, I wonder how many of you paid close attention to the very beginning of this when I showed you the pot, because we now have a different pot. Reason being, that big tall pot, you couldn't see down in there, so I had to take it and switch out, and that's why the water ain't boiling really good, but that stuff's done. I wanted you to be able to see down in the pot instead of just looking at the pot, so I'm going to drain this stuff, be right back. All right, we're back. We're going to make what's called a roux. A kanga. Winnie the Pooh and roux. Gonna melt that there butter. What I do with my spoon? Y'all see what I do with my spoon? Here it is. We're gonna melt this butter down here. 1 stick, which is equal to 1/2 cup. We'll melt that all down. Alright, our butter is good and melted. Bubbling good. When it gets bubbling good, take your 1/2 cup flour and work that in there. I put it in too quick. Well, I hope I don't mess this up because I'm making this by memory. And you know me, my memory is very short. That roux is really good and thick. Very nice, very nice. And you see that? Just lean you forward a little bit. I'm going to slide you over a little bit here and lean you forward. I really need camera operator. That's what you're going to have. Now you're going to bring that up to a little bit of a kind of a simmer. I turned it down while I was doing some other stuff and it kind of got a little chilled. But you get the point. When it's starting to bubble a little bit, we're going to add our homemade chicken broth. And it's already heated up because you make it with that other stuff. Yeah, stir that a little bit. Turn that fire down. Yeah, that's better. Don't worry, it's going to thin up some. Should open this before I did. Okay, we're going to add this one in there. So you're actually adding 4 cups of chicken stock. And like me, I had to use chicken broth out of that better than bouillon stuff. Alright, that's going to be all lumpy and yucky and ugh. We're going to get it looking better. Hold on, we'll be right back. Alright, we brought the chicken broth and the roux up to a boil again. Takes a while. Chicken broth. Now this is really going to cool it down. We're going to add in our milk. Kind of spill it all over the stove, dummy. You big dummy. Alright, now this is going to be a while before that gets back up to a good boil and simmer before we add our cheese. Now, like I said, I measured this stuff out. It's white pepper, one teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to throw that in there. Get that all mixed up. That's a little handy dandy little whisk. That's made by that Rada company. Rada company. I was talking about that on an earlier show or video. Yeah, knife company. Alright, we're going to bring this up to a boil. We'll be right back. Boy, this video is getting long, my gracious. I figured it'd be quick. Alright, we're back. About had a major disaster just seconds ago. As you know, when you heat milk up, it likes to swell up. Well, I caught it. Yeah, it was up to here. I caught it and slid it over here. Got it cooled off, stirred around. All right, we got our soup mixture, or whatever you want to call all that stuff down in there, ready to start adding stuff. So we're going to add a little bit of cheese. And we're going to stir that around. Jag. Got to get that melted into the mix. It's thickening it up real nice. Cheese is mixing around. The soup is getting thicker. I mean, you don't want it as thick as gravy, but you want it thick. Alright, let's add another bag of cheese. Get it spread around there and melted down. Alright, you got the idea. Can't get cheese off the whisk. I really should be using a spoon. So I will. Alright, we'll be right back. And what we got to do, we got to let this simmer about 10 minutes. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. Alright, we're back. This stuff's been simmering 8 or 10 minutes. I don't know. I didn't watch the clock. Nice and thick. Well, not, you know. It's soup. It ain't supposed to be thick like gravy. It's soup. So, it's looking really good. It smells wonderful. Good part about this, when I'm doing something here at the stove, you don't see my face. I have a face that's made actually for radio, not video. So that's a blessing on your part. Now we're going to turn this down just a little more. You know, I'm tired today. Yesterday was a heck of a day. 4:52. Janet's going to be home here real soon. At least the soup's almost done. Anyways, yesterday was a day full of shenanigans in the House of Representatives in Charleston, West Virginia. House Bill 2519 was actually in the grave. They had not started throwing the dirt on. They might as well have tried. But you know, an amazing thing happened. People mobilized. West Virginia Citizens Defense League mobilized yesterday. People went to the Capitol. People called. I sent out over 100 emails. I made phone calls. I sent text messages. Everybody in the Citizens Defense League did that. And you know what? We brought that bill back with the help of some really great West Virginia delegates. The final vote was 59-41, so, you know, at least 50 or more delegates got behind this bill, brought it from the grave, resurrected it, got it up on the House floor. At 7:15 last night, they started debating all these bad amendments they put in there. And at 10:40 last night, it was finally passed. I watched the whole thing online. I couldn't get to the Capitol. I'm quite a ways away from it. Thank God we have people that made it there. It looked to be about 20 or so of them from the West Virginia Citizens Defense League. I'm sure the NRA was involved quite a bit. But I give thanks to all the reps down there that backed this bill. I really do. Long story short, we saved the bill. It passed the House. Now it moves to the Senate. So now we got to start working on the Senate. All right. Now we're going to add our broccoli. Just put it in there. Of course, you remember we cooked it 2 or 3 minutes. It got nice and soft and edible. We're just going to stir that in there. And I really needed more broccoli. That's all I had, so, you know, it's what we'll deal with. Besides, I like the cheesy part. And all you got to do from this point, let it simmer another 5 minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back for just a second. We've let this simmer for, half hour, gee whiz, 5 minutes or so, 5 or 10. I'm thinking maybe 3 heads of broccoli would have been better, but I only had 2. So when you make yours, put 3 heads of broccoli in there, them flowrettes. I'm going to go back over there. Well, here comes Janet. You can always tell when Janet comes home because that's what you hear. We'll be right back. All right, we are done. Janet is home, as you heard. This stuff, I sampled it just a minute ago. This stuff is really good. So, this is what it looks like. It's really good. You may want to add some salt to it, but I think a tablespoon or a half teaspoon is fine. You're going to add some salt with the crackers. Those crackers I just spilled. Anyways, we'll garnish it with some cheese. But this video's done. Just remember, check out West Virginia Citizens Defense League Facebook page. Check out what all went on yesterday. It was something to watch how citizens that was once called a fringe group pulled together and got something very important done. You can do it too. Join up with us and help fight for the Second Amendment rights. And as always, folks, Trump 2020, less than 2 years. It's coming down to the wire. Get busy. We need Trump back in there. And my political attitude started with my brother. It's his fault. When I was a kid, he insisted on watching the hearings, on the Watergate hearings, and I've been hooked on politics ever since. I should have been a politician. Nah. All right, guys. Enjoy your soup, and you will enjoy it. Until next time, Trump 2020.